In this video, we're going to go over K9ERP's dealer dashboard. If you are not a dealer and wish to become one, please contact your representative. You can get that information in the comments section of this video. Once a dealer account is established for you, you simply go to your domain that you established with us and log in with the username and password your representative will have provided. From there, you're going to get to your dashboard with several icons. You're going to see how many sites you have registered, meaning your customer sites, how many companies they have registered under those sites, and how many users you have registered underneath the companies. You'll also see over here your total dealer licenses and your in-use licenses. The licenses you're issued can be used in any combination you wish until you get to that 1,000 limit. Setting up a company is quite simple. First of all, you need to set up a parent company. You go to companies, click on parent companies, and you see the established parent companies. You'll see some detailed information over here, including how many licenses are assigned to that parent company and the size on disk that they take. From here, you can go ahead and hit Actions and Add Company. Certain information is required and some of it is not. We'll go through and we'll see what it is. Basically, things like first name, last name of the company, or you can just put the company name in the first name is required. The NAICS code is optional. It's really there for your reference. And here you can assign how many licenses you wish to give this parent company. Keep in mind that your customers can open as many child companies as they want, irrelevant of the licenses that they have. They will only be able to log in 10 times in total to all of those child companies. And of course, you want to mark it as active. If we hit Save Parent Company, you'll see the item that we missed that's required. So we'll go ahead and fit something in there for now. I save the parent company and I'll get a notification that it's okay. The customer still cannot log in. We do have to create a child company for them to be able to log in. So once again, we go to Companies and Child Companies. Here you'll see the child companies we have set up on this demo instance. You'll see some of them have different application and database versions. This is because K9 gives you the ability to manage the updates that you perform on your customers. You can also allow them to perform updates on their own, which we'll get to in a moment. But basically, if we want to create that child company, we go ahead and hit Actions, and you'll see several options over there, including Add Child Company. Once you go to Add Child Company, you'll be able to choose from a list of parent companies. In this case, we want to go from Test that we just created. Some information will pre-populate, and some will be blank. Your customers can have different companies with different addresses, so this may be left blank. In either case, when they go through the wizard at the next stage, they'll be able to update the address if they wish. The only thing we really want to take a look at over here is this URL site. If you recall when we spoke to your representative, you can set up a URL site for your customers. In this case, our domain is K9application.com. We can create a website for them. That's going to be something like K9 Test YouTube.K9application.com. This is the URL your customers will go to log into this company. Once again, we hit Save Child Company. You'll see if there's anything required that's missing. In this case, everything is optional. And here we go, the child company was saved. Once you go back into the child companies, you see the child company that we just created. You'll notice though that some options here say Create App and some say Open App. Open App means that a company was established already and it's ready to go. Create App is what goes ahead and installs the database and installs the application. This is a fairly quick process. It takes a couple of minutes. There we go. Now your customer will be able to go ahead and open the application. Before we get to that though, let's go over a few quick things that we have within the rest of the dashboard. So within the child company and the actions, you have the ability to add the child company that we just did. You have the ability to add a batch of companies if you need to create a bunch of child companies at once, let's say for user demo purposes. You have batch applications to run the batch application setup. A few other things, including a copy company here. The copy company lets you create an exact duplicate of that child company at that moment in time. This is useful for testing purposes or maybe for a new employee that they want to train them on a non-live system. You have the ability also to update all companies at once or just update selected companies. For now, we're going to go ahead and hit this Open App. It's going to open in the new URL and new domain name that we established. It's going to spin up on the server for a moment. Remember, this is the first time this server has been activated, so it will take a minute or two. And there we go. The first thing the user is presented with is the ability to set up the administrator group and the admin user. In this case, we'll just go ahead and fill out everything with admin. And go ahead and hit register. The next thing they're going to be brought to is the Getting Started wizard. And again, we have another video established that walks you through the entire setup process over here. But that's basically it. From setting up a parent company to a child company to getting them their wizard. Now let's go over for a moment some of the configuration options for you as a dealer. So on the security tab over here, you can create user groups and users for your company and define what their role is. You can go ahead and hit the config option over here to set up your specific information. So for instance, we still rely on SMTP over here for this to send out the notification emails. For instance, if we set up a child company for a customer, they'll get a notification email with a link to their application, including you can set up the body and the subject and so forth. The important information over here, some of this you cannot edit and some of this you can. For instance, your URLs for Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Google+, Skype, LinkedIn, you can go ahead and update those over there. You can also set up the favicon that shows up, in this case over here, that little globe that we have is right over there. You can also set up your URL, or basically your main screen within K9 as well. If you have any problems with that, give us a call and walk you through it. That's basically setting up your child companies and your parent companies in K9 and getting your customer up and running. So once again, if you have any questions, please get in touch with your representative in the contact section below or in the comments section of YouTube. Thank you.